In terms of the talk about the Pro Bowl a little bit before, the last one to you, I'm sure would have been pretty powerful and sad in a lot of ways with the passing of Kobe Bryant being announced there. I know you've put up a bit on social media and referenced Kobe a little bit the last few months. Did you know him prior to his passing? Had you spent any time with him?
I've met him once. I had been around him a couple of times where we actually met once backstage at the it was the Comedy Central Man of the Year awards, and we were back. He was getting like an award, and I was getting like an award. And I think he was at Nickelodeon. He was at the Nickelodeon, like ESPYs, like the Nickelodeon, whatever it is around the ESPY time. So I had been around him a couple of times, but that Comedy Central award show was the one time, and that was a picture that I posted. I had a Cowboys hat on. I had a cowboy hat on, and he was in a suit, and we were just sitting there talking. And I was laughing in the photo. I think I was laughing because he had told me that his daughters were like huge fans of Dancing with the Stars, and like he had told me that I was their favorite, and I was like blown away, like me, like everybody on the show. So it was those times, and just being around him, like those times where you really just get to feel his energy. And after he passed, it just struck me, and he just meant so much to everybody else, and you never saw like him, like it going that way, or him dying in that fashion so suddenly. And it just hit me, man. And all the stuff that he built over the years, all the stuff that he created, it was like perfect timing in 2020 to apply that to my life. And being hurt, adopting a mama mentality about this and just staying in the process. It was everything that I needed to keep going and to be a better person and athlete.
No, that's beautiful, mate. And I know you mentioned that you felt as if you maybe, when reflecting on Kobe and who he was and what he represented, that maybe you weren't pushing yourself and your teammates as hard as you possibly could. What sort of changes have you made since that revelation?
The way Kobe leads that's just Kobe. It's one. The way Michael Jordan leads is just Mike. But everybody that wins and everybody that leads, that's great leaders. They all have that one thing in common. And football is different. You can't just you just can't go in the locker room and just challenge 53 people on a team to play better and to do this and do that. Like it doesn't work that way. But I've identified relating to my teammates and lean through example, and then the occasional verbal push, whenever it's needed. So I just took my leadership up, 5 notches, after really studying like Kobe and Jordan and really identifying that I could do a better job leading. I could do a better job of practicing harder and leading by example and getting others to practice hard as well, pushing myself to the limit every single day and demanding that same effort out of everybody else. And those are some of the changes that I created. Game days, that's going to take care of itself, but it's the practices. It's the practices that don't matter. It's, coming up, being early in the morning, like the little stuff, that contributes that little 1% to winning.